Welcome to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. Mary Jane and I are live from Mary Jane's office in Issaquah, Washington. Thank you all for joining us.
And Benny.
And Benny.
Hi, ladies. Welcome back for another monthly installment of the Mary Jane Mack Show.
Good to see you, Ben.
You too, always.
On this sunny day, it's a bright day. Everything is good.
Yeah, the weather finally.
When the sun is out, yeah.
The sun is out. For those of you who don't know about Mary Jane, she has an office in Issaquah, Washington. She's a holistic intuitive. She does the TAPS program, which is the Accelerated Performance System, right? I always get that wrong. I don't know why. I always do. Anyway, she muscle tests the body to find out what your deficiencies are, then recommends a whole food nutrition product, which gets into your body, repairs it, supports it, and brings you back into balance so that you can live your best life.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you. Thank you. And you don't have to live in the state of Washington if you'd like to be a client of Mary Jane's, as she has clients all over the United States and does phone consultations. And right now, due to all the craziness in this world, that's all Mary Jane's been doing is phone consultations. So got a lot of new people. Everybody has been super excited to do the phone consultations. So the office is just jamming.
And Nancy is the office manager.
Yes. So it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun.
Step up in the pay grade, did you? A little step up in the pay grade? Yeah, step up in the pay grade. Yep. It's good to know. Good to know.
There you go. There you go. So it's been a lot of fun. So meeting getting reacquainted with all the old clients and then meeting all the new clients. So again, thank you for all your kind words and thoughts. And I just love each and every one of you. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, enough about me. Today we are talking about getting healthy and staying healthy. Is that right? We're going to do this again. Glasses on, glasses off. Everything was so far away, I can't see anymore. So getting healthy and staying healthy is kind of a tricky thing right now with all the craziness going on in the world. Seems when things start to calm down, then you know the universe is like, well, we're not quite done, so it just gets everything in chaos again. And when the world is in chaos, then we're all in chaos and stressed, and things aren't fun anymore. So we've seen a lot of that in the office. Tons of gallbladders, major problems with gallbladders, resentment,
stress,
anger, lots of anger. A lot of people angry in this world.
Well, it seems like when things were just kind of quiet and everybody stayed at home and people were more hopeful of things coming to a solution and being better. And then as things when it came time thinking things were going to get better, things didn't get better. Things actually got dragged out and worse for some people.
Ugly. Let's just say it. Things just got ugly.
Yeah, for business people, it's a disaster. I know here locally in our town, many businesses have shut down and other restaurants have had to just even close for 3 weeks because they can't operate the way it is. It doesn't work.
Right.
And so they're doing everything they can to just make it, and it's tough.
But what one operation has not closed down, and that's the Transformation Talk Radio Network, and we have the Dr. Pat joining us right now to find out what's going. Yeah, she's that good. Pat, are you there?
Oh my God. Okay, so Nancy did a pretty good job introducing Mary Jane. Pretty good.
You're welcome.
I know you're like related. I'm so glad to be talking with you too. But I want to say something. And first of all, I just love what you two do together. But here's what I want to say about the Mary Jane Mack. This is a woman that, if you all don't know this now, this is a lady that is so selfless at what she does to help people. And some of you are new to the network. A lot of you are new to the network. So you do not know the story of Mary Jane Mack adding 12 years onto Linda's mother's life. And when you think about the words COVID-19, you must also say Mary Jane Mack, COVID-19 miracle worker, because I don't know another way to describe her work. Medical intuitive, genius, pinpoint medical professional, kind, generous, absolutely in tune with the connection of people, takes really good care of animals. I mean, if she ever gets a minute to talk to you about how she has saved the lives of animals, that's a whole different show. But what I'm really most thrilled about is the energy that Nancy and Mary Jane bring. And Nancy, I got to say to you, sister, it took a really long time to get you on the camera, but there you are.
I have to say, it's still not my favorite thing.
I got to tell you,
But
it's not
she's
mine
there.
either. But you know, to be honest with you, I just can't get away from it. So I surrendered. I surrendered to it. Right, Benny? Got to surrender.
Of course, of
And I
course.
love that you. I love that you dragged Benny on the camera too. But I'm not going to hold up your show. I just want to tell you both how much I love you and how you are a beacon of light. And yeah, all of us had to shut down. I had to let some people go, and they volunteered to stay. I mean, they volunteered to do stuff. And see, that what that means to me is we're here to go bigger, do more, and keep telling Benny how great he looks.
Exactly.
All right, I'm done. I'm going to hang up.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Dr. Pat.
Well,
now
all
she's
right.
going to be unbearable the rest of the day.
Well, the story is that even during this time, we have been busier than ever because we do phone consultations and we're able to take care of people during this crisis. And it works. And we have people all over the United States. And I have some clients in Spain. And we're starting to do more Zoom calls. So our goal is to transform all our phone calls into Zoom calls so that we could actually be face-to-face and we could have that connection that makes it stronger and helps you to develop better, what's the word, Dan?
Better habits, but I don't know, it's more personal, more accountability probably. I think accountability when you're face to face is kind of like you can't get away from.
More of
Well,
like an
also, what
intimate
the
setting
stats-
too, Maven. Intimate setting, just kind of like personalized, the personalized one-on-one. Yeah,
Exactly.
you got it.
And I
You got
can
it.
see what you're talking about. And I can even kind of explain and describe things.
Right.
Sometimes I'm doing that on the phone, but the stats show that phone consultations, people may only get 10%. They don't get the full quality of what you're really talking about compared to Zoom, where you're actually face to face. That would be almost the same as if they're in the office. It's not the hug thing, but with today's environment, you can't do the hug. You got to do the air hug.
Air
So
hug.
we still do ear hugs and love, but we're here for everyone. So it's great. And Nancy is a delight in the office. We have so much fun. It's always a joy to come to work. It's not work. It's a gift.
I do have to say, it really isn't like it really isn't work. I mean, there's days when
The computer.
there's days when you just want to put your fist through the computer, but for the most part, it is a lot of fun. Long days of fun, but lots of fun. All right, so get healthy, stay healthy. Where are you going? Where are we going?
Well, what does that mean? It's like there's so many of you out there that are not living your best life, that you're going on, just going day by day. Those of you listening to the radio, and I know there's many of you that listen to me all the time, but haven't picked up the phone and made the call, and you're just getting by. You get so used to the way you feel, you don't know what it feels like anymore to feel really good. The difference is during this time with so much stress, people really are starting to know they don't feel good. And I hear it all the time. The moms at home, moms working from home with little ones, it's really starting to get to them because there's nowhere to go. And the kids are just starting to get out a little bit more with their sports and activities, but it's still, most of the kids are doing things on Zoom. They're doing dance class and doing all those activities. So the parents are there with them all the time. And that's not.
Yeah, that's me included, because I'm a dance instructor. I'm the teacher for some of the days too. But I mean I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm not really held down in the afternoons because I'm the morning guy here. So I'm able to kind of manage my daily routine around that on their life, where not in traditional sense most parents have the 9 to 5, so they have to work it in with their already adjusted their schedule already being adjusted virtually rather than in the place of work or business or whatever, where schools are there to take care of the children. So it's
Well,
we're dealing with it. We're getting through it. Yeah, we're getting through it. Got to keep your head up.
and the thing, what's been interesting and important is now that they're staying home and the kids have developed some issues, now the kids are coming on as clients, because the kids are having anxiety. They're having the parents didn't know what it was and weren't sure, but they realize it's more a little anxiety, panic. And then if they see the parents anxious, then they think, well, if mom and dad are worried, I really should be worried. And that's what's happening. If the parents are starting to get so stressed out, now the kids are picking up on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my message to the parents is you got to take care of yourself so your kids could be okay. And if you're okay, the kids will know it's okay for them. Everything will get better. So life today is confusing, it's challenging. So it's getting back to basics and taking care of you. And where does that start? How healthy are you? Where are you? And what do you need to get better? There's steps you could take yourself. You could eat better. You could exercise. You could go for walks. Everything's limited, but everybody is out walking now and doing more. So, I mean, here at Poo Poo Point in Issaquah, the parking lot is jammed full all the time.
Yes.
Climbing up to the top of that mountain. Of course, you got to be in shape to climb up to that mountain.
Yeah, that would not be a fun thing. I'd rather prefer a nice flat walk.
But
I don't want to have a heart attack on my way up.
But see, that's the thing. I think, in the natural sense, just coming from I personally, if I was expected, I want to take the boys out for, a nature walk or something like that, and I drive by there, I would be like, all right, we got to find another place. Because I just feel there's just too many people, and I think people also need to understand there is, spacing that needs to be, involved, or, the distancing in effect still. That's why I think we're still holding ground in the Pacific Northwest of being on, phase 1.5. We're not even at a 2, really. Some places are, like within the state, but not this particular county. But, I think just use your brain a little bit and mask up. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, that's just in my own opinion, but.
Well, the thing is that I feel like if you're going to get out and you're going to go for a walk, look for a place where it's relaxing and comfortable, not a place that's crowded and over.
Right.
Because that's the whole point of getting out and doing something.
Right. We encourage
you. Places out there.
Right. We encourage you getting out to do stuff, so that's for sure.
And I have to say, when I see people in Issaquah walking on the streets, everybody's pretty respectful of their space.
Sure.
I mean, some
good.
people actually cross the street before they walk. But yeah. So it's just a different time. It's a different time, and it's not necessarily a fun time, but we're all getting through it.
Well,
the best we can.
That's that part of it. The other part is what I can do for you. All right, so you can get out and do those things. However, you've got to, a lot of you are out there guessing what you need. You don't feel good. Your digestion's off. I hear it all the time. My brain is foggy. I can't think clear. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. And it's
not
like
sleeping. A lot of people not
sleeping is huge. Not sleeping is huge. And it just goes on with all the symptoms, chronic cough and shortness of breath and all these things. Then they think they have something like COVID because those are some symptoms of it. And melancholy and depression is a big thing. So it can be anything, skin conditions, and everything is usually related. You can have a lot of things, but it doesn't mean you have 10 things wrong. You might have 2 or 3 things wrong, and then you pull that together and get your body functioning, and you start to feel better. It's all about your nervous system. Your nervous system, your spine is your nervous system. And your nervous system sends energy to all your organs and to your body to heal your body and help your body be in balance. And that's your frequency system. So when your frequency or your vibration is high, then you're in good shape. Then your body can heal itself and take over and feel good. And so and how do you get your frequency up? And we talk about nutrition and other things, but it's all about your vibration. If your body vibration in every system is high, that's optimal health. And the vibration, how you increase that, it could be nutritionally, like with nutritional supplements that I use. It could be like you're doing cranial release technique. It could be seeing a chiropractor. It could be seeing Feldenkrais, Jeff Haller. So there's different types of body work that are very specific for helping your nervous system. And that's what's important during this time, to keep your nervous system, because that's also your immune system. It just makes everything work.
Better.
Yeah.
Better. We want everything to be better. We want the world to be a happy place once again, instead of so angry. Because when you're angry, your body's angry.
And so what I do, I do a technique of muscle testing. And in that technique of muscle testing, whether you're with me or far away, I'm able to determine exactly where you're out of balance by following a system. And in that system, your body tells me the priorities of what's going on in your body. And it will tell me number 1, number 2, number 3 priority. And that's how we deal with it. And you might score a 2, for example, when we get started. I score everything from 0 to 10. There's a few scores, your heart and your brain, that are a little higher. But if your scores are low, that means the organs aren't functioning. If the number is high, it means you have inflammation. So whatever the number is, that's the type of nutrition, or that determines what your protocol will be to get those numbers, whether they're low or high, to a 10. And it's predictable results. I use Biotics Research Nutrition, and Biotics Research is the best out there. They have the highest quality lab protocol. So you know that when you get a bottle of those products, every pill in the bottle is almost identical. And that's why we have predictable results.
They're amazing products, I do have to say. Time for us to take a short break. You are listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll catch you on the other side.
The way your fingers fit in mine is 5 + 5, not a rocket science. This day and time, that's hard to find, it's true.
I hear people say that wisdom is hard to find and a lifelong struggle to master. We live at a time where limitless wisdom is only a mouse click away, and as for mastery, there's good news here as well. Timeless wisdom has your back. The wisdom traditions know the truth of who you really are, a limitless, magnificent, universal being. The ancient wisdom traditions are waiting to give you all the help you need. There is a beautiful Sanskrit verse, padam padam, step by step. This means that at every step, all the knowledge and energy you need is there waiting. You just have to take the next step. So remember, timeless wisdom has your back. Hi, I'm Sarah Main, creator of Conscious Confidence at Timeless Wisdom and host of Conscious Confidence Radio. Learn how to take your next best step with my Fuse program. Buy my book, Conscious Confidence, at consciousconfidence.com today and get started.
What is a brilliant culture, and how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you align your culture with your business strategy for exceptional results. Looking for a culture that drives organizational excellence? Listen to Cultural Brilliance Radio, the second and fourth Friday of each month at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit culturalbrilliance.com.
you ready to awaken to your divine and true potential? Tune in to A Spirited Exchange Radio with me, Carrie Kadambi, every second and fourth Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. We discuss the evolution of the modern mind and how the power of awakening, healing, and connecting allows us to step into living a life of love in action. For more information about me, visit thedivineguidancegift.com.
A word of caution: if you prefer the status quo and you are not interested in improving every aspect of your life, this book will trigger the shift out of you. The Truth is Funny, Shift Happens is available now. Author Colette Steffen brings the powerful knowledge and life-changing energy and empowerment from the radio airwaves to the pages of her new book. To get your copy in paperback or ebook, visit thetruthisfunny.com today.
Are you ready to branch out? Take a leap of faith. Tune in to Get Rooted Radio with Erica Gifford Mills on TransformationTalkRadio.com to equip, empower, and enlighten yourself. Erica will energize and excite you to power up your passionate dream that sets your soul on fire. So, get fearlessly ready and get powerfully rooted in your yes to live it up, love it up, and let it go. Visit GetRootedRadio.com.
Sunny drive on a piece of land, it's paradise as long as I'm with you. It's like 1, 2, 3, just as easy as can be. Just the way you look at me, you make me smile. Ain't no need to complicate it, we both know that's overrated. We've been there, it's safe to say it ain't our style. It's just that simple.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. I'm your co-host, Nancy, and with my mom, Mary Jane Mack, who's actually show. And we have Benny in the studio.
Howdy, everyone.
Looking good, Benny.
Well, thank you very much.
If you have a question for Mary Jane, you can go ahead and give Benny a call at 1-800-930-2819. If you'd like to make an appointment with Mary Jane, you can call our office at 888-777-4232. Obviously, I won't be able to answer the phone until after the radio show, but I will return your call. Or you can always check out Mary Jane's website at maryjanemack.com. All kinds of information, lots of good stuff on there. So check that out.
Love to hear from you.
And then the other thing, I know you wanted to say something, but it's my turn still.
All right.
You need to go to her Facebook page. Benny's laughing. You need to go to her Facebook page and go to Mary Jane Mack LLC and like that. I will admit, I've been a little lax last week putting information on there, but if you go to the Mary Jane Mack LLC fan page on Facebook, there's a lot of information on there as well. So you can keep up to date as to what's going on with Mom and myself in the office. Okay, where are we going? Your turn.
So once again, it's we've got a good story to tell you. All right, so we had a client that started after Nancy started working here. That was in March, and she is from New Orleans, and she found out about us or was referred by a flight attendant. She's a flight attendant and was referred by another flight attendant who actually is in this area. And she had chronic sinus problems for years and had sinus surgery, been on antibiotics, done the whole thing. And she started on the program in March, and after about a month or so, she was dramatically better. I mean, she had such bad sinus and postnasal drip, it was really bad. And she said it was like a miracle. She was so much better. And then 2 weeks later, I talked to her and she was dramatically worse. And I thought, whenever something isn't right, you know there's something else that's wrong. So I started asking her about her house.
No, not right away. So then Mary Jane, see, that's why I'm here. So Mary Jane tweaked her protocol, and then had this person try it for a couple weeks.
Not try it, to do it.
To do it,
Yeah.
and then to email us back and let us know how she was. Well, then I get into the office and I get the email. hi, it's me again. I'm not any better. Listed all the symptoms. Anyway, tweaked the program again. And the following week, she had an appointment with Mary Jane. And then that's when you can take up from here.
Well, that's when she was not any better. I could tell during this time she was very discouraged.
And I would be too.
Yeah, I would be too. She was being very diligent and doing everything she needed to do. And every time she'd call, I'd tell her to clean her drains because her house scored a 3. And so, but I knew that she was, if it wasn't for Nancy at the front desk encouraging her and we're telling her that we will get to the bottom of it, she probably might have thought this wasn't working for her. So when she called at that time, I said, I started asking her more details about her house. Before, I always picked up her drains were not any good. And New Orleans, it's moisture. It's, you think of anywhere in the South like that. You think about humid, you think about mold. So I asked her about under her house. And she told me that last year she had under her house done, but her house is up on stilts. And so she had the plastic done and things redone under her house like last year. And I said, there's still a problem with moisture. So then I asked her to walk me through her house. Like I had a piece of paper in front of me and I asked her to describe where's the front door. And when you walk in the house, describe the rooms. And then we went back to her bedroom and I asked, then she told me she had this big closet. And I said, well, what's in the closet? And she described the closet. I said, it's the floor in the closet. And she said, well, I've had the same carpet in there for 20 years. She said, how about if I get it clean? And I said, no, you can't get it clean. You just stir it up if there's stuff, mold or anything in there. So I said, you have to have it replaced. And so several days later,
she couldn't stand it. So I get a call Tuesday morning. Nancy, do you have a few minutes to talk? First thing. I said, absolutely. What's going on? I had my appointment with your mom last week and she pinpointed exactly where the problem was. She said, so this weekend I couldn't stand it anymore. I went in and ripped up the carpet. And she said, when she ripped up the carpet, she said there was all this black stuff all the way around the carpet. She thought it was dirt, but technically it was mold. And then she looked up at one of her vents and saw black stuff with white spots all over it. At that point, she called the insulation heating guy. He comes over, they go in the attic. It's just full of mold. She sent us pictures. She had all of her coils replaced, all of her
air conditioning
everything
was full of mold.
Everything was full of mold. She's had everything replaced, everything was cleaned out, but she was just so in shock that Mary Jane was able to pinpoint the exact spot where all this was coming from. So, I mean, it's pretty freaking amazing.
Well, it's anytime you have sinus and chronic sinus and you're not getting better, you have to have a water problem in your house. And most of the time it's the drains. But if you're not getting better and you're cleaning your drains, then if you have air conditioning, or I had another client that had an air conditioner unit, a portable, and it also was full of mold. So you have to clean those, look at them and clean them because they have water sitting in them. And if you're not using them, if you leave them sit around, you have to think of that. But if you're not getting better, there has to be water somewhere. So keep that in mind and always check around your house and be diligent.
But at the same time, I haven't heard from her since. She has
an appointment this week.
Well, no, but I meant, obviously that took care of the problem. I mean, she said, I'm not going in that house until everything is removed. She said, I'm sitting out on my front porch. And she said she didn't have a very big house, but the pictures that she sent were absolutely amazing. And she said, they're just so dirty. They're just so dirty. I'm thinking, that's not dirt. That is black mold, sister. So thrilled for her. She's so excited, and she couldn't wait for her appointment that was coming up in 2 weeks. So we'll be talking to her this week to get the update. So,
but it's the same with any other client. I mean, we have so many other stories about people. It's about not giving up. And I always know there's an answer. So if somebody's not getting better, then I have to be the detective and ask more questions. What's going on? And in the past week, I had someone who had a lot of stress going on in their life, but didn't mention, that there's stress, but there was a lot more stress than I even imagined. And this was causing her very like heart palpitations and not being able to pull out of it because she was so overwhelmed by the stress. And so then you can approach that a little bit different and help them to calm down their nervous system and be able to deal with it in a better way. So it's fun every day.
It's fun every day. And it's amazing stories. And I know when some of our clients are really having a difficult time, and I know they're being diligent, and I know they're being compliant, and things just aren't going the right way, there's always an answer. And I try and, get that across to them that don't give up. There's a reason something else is hiding. And of course, the detective will find it.
Well, and especially when you've had these chronic issues for years, and you have them, and you have all this, you have surgery, like all the things you did, nothing helped. But when you hang in there long enough, we get to the bottom of what it is. And often I'll figure out that ahead of time, but her answers were all, well, I had this done and that done. And we just had to really get specific
about what was going on.
Yeah.
But it was great. So we had two really good, couple of amazing, we had some clients who were having some difficult times, but finding the solutions to that, and by Mary Jane asking the right questions, it just kind of it's like a weight was lifted off of them. So,
and they didn't want to give up. They knew they had so much faith in me that they were getting better and getting better, but there was still a little piece not working. So we just keep fine-tuning it and fine-tuning it. And sometimes God gives me some of these people that are challenges. And some challenges are bigger than others, but that's to teach me and guide me to learn more and to help more people. So that's what it's about for me. And it gives me great joy doing my work and helping so many of you, but at the same time, I am frustrated. I'm frustrated for every one of you I help. I know there's 10 more that I could help. And so it's about each and every one of you out there who need help. I'm here for you. And if you are not needing help, think about your family and friends, and if they're living their best life, if they're having any of these issues like not sleeping, digestion, melancholy, depression. I mean, during this time, any of those things, these business owners who are struggling with employees, it doesn't matter who you are, even for your kids, your children. I work with moms that are pregnant, for fertility, to babies, doesn't matter how old. And there's, again, you should, if you have babies, they should be happy and healthy. And it doesn't take much to help them, or guide you in that direction.
And also your four-legged friends. Don't forget about the pupsters and the dogs are easier. Horses are really easy. Cats are a little bit more difficult because they're a little bit more finicky. But yeah, don't forget about your four-legged friends too. I'm sure they're also feeling stressed at this time, because if you're feeling stressed, they're picking up on it. So it's full circle. Oh, looks like it's time for us to take a short break. You're listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll catch you on the other side.
You got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a
Stuck in a roundabout of dysfunction? Stop circling around difficult issues and find out what's been holding you back. Learn how to speak your truth to power with host Dr. Kathy Obear. Create real change with smart tools and smart strategies. No frills, no fluff, just life-changing conversations to help get you where you want to be. Extend your reach and become an agent for real change with Kathy Obear. For more information on Kathy and her work, please visit drkathyobear.com. That's drkathyobear.com.
Get your Goddess Groove On with me, Laura Hosford. Tune in every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com, where I offer you authentic channel messages of love, inspiration, and heart-healing grace. Get your Goddess Groove On. When the Goddess speaks, everyone listens. For more information, visit laurahosford.com. That's laurahosford.com.
Hi, I'm Laura Meeks, and the most common problem that my clients face is all work and no play. This is why I created Fly High Living. I help you develop a balanced life plan and guide you to a place where you love to wake up in the morning.
Call 888-666-1570 or go to flyhighliving.com to sign up for the 4-week Flight Plan for Life course.
Are you ready to transform your life and embrace magical experiences? Talking to Tanis with your host Tanis McCrae is here to help you find your joy in life. Tune in live every first and third Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Let's awaken your experience and create the change necessary to take back your right to choose who you are. For more about Tanis, visit TalkingToTanis.com.
What we've been taught and told is not all there is. Life is all about energy, and the energy you feel is real. Tune into the Energy Paradigm each month on TransformationTalkRadio.com with Dr. Vic. The Energy Paradigm is an eye-opening, mind-shifting, transformative, and earth-shattering way to live, work, and do business that will enable you to unlock your magic every day. Visit theenergyparadigm.com.
Hi, this is Kimberly Carlson, and I would love for you to tune in to All In Healing Radio, where together we will begin to experience health, happiness, and harmony in all areas and aspects of life. Join us every first Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. on TransformationTalkRadio.com. All In Healing will help you release layers of negative beliefs and energies for radiant health, deep joy, and greater abundance. Visit me at KimberlyCarlson.com.
Put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. If you're headed down a one-way street.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. That's Mary Jane's favorite artist of all time.
Well, that's what we listen to. You're the show. You're our ace in the hole.
Yeah. Oh, ace in the hole. I get it. You are. All right. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to throw out Mary Jane's office number again. Benny's laughing at me. It's 888-777-4232. He's still laughing at me. So that's the office number is 888-777-4232. So if you feel the time is now to make your appointment with Mary Jane, don't wait any longer. We are here for you. I'll be returning all your calls, obviously after 12 o'clock. So don't wait. What are you waiting for?
And don't forget to refer your friends to us. Don't be, speak up. And you know what I always tell people, if you don't have to explain what I do, just give people information. Then it's up to them to do what they want with it. And I know I have a lot
it's
of
hard
guys.
To explain.
I have a friend who thinks I am just, I walk on water. And he refers people to me. He refers these guys to me. And they have not a clue what I do.
Oh my God. So we had one this week. It was hysterical. So he called and he said, so-and-so referred me. And then I just laughed. So I called him back to book his appointment. And I said, so do you know what Mary Jane does? And he said, no. I said, well, you could always go to, I tried to explain it. And I said, all of the consultations are done being by phone. He's like, oh, I don't know how you do that. I said, well, it's you go to Mary Jane's website, take a look. He goes, I did that. I said, do you have any questions? He goes, well, I still don't know what she does, but I'm going to come. I said, okay. And then I told him about the person who referred. We talked about him. Anyway, I sent out all the paperwork. It came back. And it was so cute because he had said, I'm so excited and looking forward to speaking with you on whatever day his appointment was. And actually, it was a lot of fun. It worked out really, really, really good. So she does have a lot of fun. I have fun too because I get to talk to everybody.
Well, it's great. You know what? To me, it's the challenge of what's fun is once people talk to me, I mean, they're in it, you know. I never have anybody walk away and say, oh, I don't get it. I mean, I can capture them by explaining it. And just even when I test them and tell them what I find, it's like, yeah, that fits. Yeah, I do have that. And so I connect all the dots for them. And so it makes perfect sense.
But they still might not actually get it yet.
No,
because it, you know, I'll be honest, it took me a long time to get it.
That's why I want to do more Zoom calls so we could have a little more of a connection and they could see that. Yeah.
So, all right, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Yeah, well, so why don't you do a list of how healthy you are? Think about writing out your pros and cons. What's good about you? Are you energetic? Are you happy? Do you laugh? On the other side, are you depressed? Rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. So actually write it down and look at it. Because sometimes people get so used to the way they are, they forget what it is to be really good. So when you do those pros and cons, and what do you want for your life? Are you happy in your life? Are you living your best life? Are you doing what you want to do? Or do you think you're stuck where you are and you can't see that other road? And that's also what I help you with. I can help you by muscle testing where you're at today, where your energy is, and what direction is best for you that your body says. And I help people change their lives just from giving them, confirming what they're doing and what they want.
I do have to say one quick start. Mary Jane has a client who's looking for a house, and apparently she got a special loan. And time was running out on that. And she would email, I found this house, this is where it is. What do you think? So, you know, then I'd respond. Mary Jane said it was a 6, or Mary Jane said it was a 7, or Mary Jane said it was a 4. She just kept getting discouraged. And I remember the last email, you know, I only have a week left to find this house. And Mom sent the email back. You have to have faith that your right house is out there. The weekend came. Monday I came into the office, and lo and behold, she had found a house on a Friday, asked Mom to score it because she had already put a down payment on it, and the house was a 15. So by waiting and trusting, she found her perfect house. And
she's a single mom.
It's a single mom. So just one more confirmation of, you know, how Mary Jane not only helps her clients with their health and their well-being, but she's able to help them with, you know, other things outside of their life.
With their jobs, with what their you know, their family, their relationship, and I can confirm what they all really, I mean, sometimes they already know it, but they just aren't sure.
There's times when she says things that you don't like, she'll tell me those things. That, like, Nancy, those only score a 4. It only scores a 4. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? A 4 might be good enough for me with those pair of shoes. So I'm just going to take the risk, and I'm going to wear those shoes that are a 4. Even if I only wear them 3 times, I'm just going to do it.
Well, my favorite thing is when we go out to a restaurant, which we haven't in a long time. We'll order the food and I'll score the food, and Nancy will say,
she's a nightmare to go out with.
I'll say, it only scores a 3. She said, did I ask you to score that food? She said, sometimes we might want to just take a chance.
Take a risk and get something I want. But she's a nightmare to go out with. Because she'll sit and score everything on the menu, and then she'll ask me, and she does that. that only scores a 2. It's like, you know what? I didn't ask you, Mary. You just zip it.
Is there a time where we just can't score something?
Exactly. And then she'll say, oh, I'm really trying. I'm really trying. And I'll look
It's kind of
at her.
natural for you, though, so it's all good. Right.
I'm hard enough.
Yeah.
If I had the gift, I'd score everything of hers too. Oh well. But it is fun and annoying at the same time.
All right. So once again, remember, I have great joy doing what I do, but I need your help in telling others about me, and so you could join in our family here, Nancy and I, and we could tell your story.
Yeah, we tell your story on the radio. But we're very discreet. We don't use any names. So, but no, it is a lot of fun. We do have fun, and it is amazing to hear everybody's story when they call. So you really get touched by the stories, and God knows we all have stories. We all have baggage, but with the help of Mary Jane, she can help you lighten your excessive baggage load with the NET, neuroemotional technique.
And we could do that on the phone.
Yep, yeah. That can be done on phone or Zoom or however it works.
But sometimes, we've had some calls and the stories seem like, whoa, really heavy, really heavy. However, then when I check them, it doesn't, it could be really pretty simplified for what they need to do and not complicated at all. So don't ever feel like you're so overwhelmed that there's always hope. Yeah. That's the big thing. Always hope.
You gotta have hope. All right, I'm gonna give out the office number one more time. If you want to make an appointment with Mary Jane, give us a call at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And I think you already did your message.
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
Thank you, Ben.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, ladies.
Yeah. So I do have to say, it was fun today because I could look at Benny on the screen, whereas before we were only looking at a picture of ourselves that big. So, but I'd like to thank you all for listening. I hope you all get out and have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sunshine. Take a deep breath. Take a walk, and just breathe and relax. Things are going to get better. So thanks for listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show and Transformation Talk Radio. And thank you, Benny.
We love you all.
Love you, Benny.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers.